Apart from a successful career, a lovely family, expensive paintings, and a big house, what do you think men and women alike would love to show off? It's their cars. This doesn't show how much one is worth, but it flaunts a person's personality and style. They say that one of the ways to know someone is by simply looking at their car. Just like the Sultan of Brunei, Hassan al-Bolkiah, whose car collection is considered to be one of the most grandiose in the world. With a combined value of $3 billion, he owned around 4,000 to 7,000 cars. More of the Sultan and his car collection in today's video. This is Luxury Life, the place that will satisfy your luxury appetite. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell. Before we head into the cars, I guess it's only appropriate we get to know the person who owns them. Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah's said net worth would round up to $20 billion, placing him second in the world's richest royals. And the King of Thailand ranks first with $35 billion. The Sultan bears the title as one of the last monarchs to still be around in our time. Aside from holding the title of the second richest royal, he also holds the position as King, Prime Minister, Finance Minister, and Defense Minister, and the head of their religious community there in Brunei. If you're wondering where all the billions come from, well, the main source of his wealth would be the oil and gasoline industry, and the fruit of these businesses is his car collection. Note that the Sultan has the largest scale car collection in the world. Regardless of how much the total value of his cars is, whether it be $3 billion or 5, he can be certain that there are more than 60 Rolls-Royce, 450 Ferraris, 550 Mercedes, and some cars you may have not heard of in his collection. The information of his cars are kept as secrets. Details are only birthed from speculations, and there are some coming from personal experience with the Sultan. However, you cannot find a complete list of inventory of his extensive car collection. Good thing, us here in Luxury Life, we hold a small knowledge of the Sultan's most sought-after cars in his collection. What we know is that he devoted $78 million of his money on coach-built Ferraris. He hired one of Italy's renowned designers, Pininfarina. Also, he splurged on too many Rolls-Royce that would sum up to $475 million, where part of that is the $14 million silver limousine, which was customized to be gold dollar-plated. This particular car was commissioned for his wedding day. And the occasion calls only for the best, so the car was clothed with 24-karat gold. Other than that, he also possesses a total of 10 McLaren F1s, which says a lot, by the way. And why is that? Because only 106 were produced worldwide. Because of the small number of these cars, they are considered one of the rarest out there. Even manufactured anywhere between 1992 and 1998, making them one of, if not the most expensive cars, costing nothing below $8 million to $13.5 million. His McLarens comprises 5 road cars, 3 F1 LMs, 1 F1 GT, and 1 F1 GTR. You'd probably think that's more than enough, right? But he didn't stop there. He added 3 F1 LMs. And to think there are only 6 cars produced in this line. He's not just into famous cars produced by big companies. He has also shown interest in cars that were never meant to go to production. What kind of cars could that be? Well, before we head into that, let us know in the comment section what your dream luxury car is. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, now's the perfect time to do that. Also, give us a thumbs up and ring that notification bell for more updates. One of the concept cars the Sultan has in his possession is the Ferrari Mythos. This car is a creation of Pininfarina, created to recall old cars, giving us a 60s vibe but incorporated with modern designs. Mythos was revealed in 1989 at the Tokyo Motor Show, and despite people's love for the car, it was never intended to be produced but rather to only be styling exercise. But people who are into cars won't stop until they get their hands on the Mythos, just like Shiro Kosaka and, of course, the Sultan, who both were able to obtain the car, but the prize remains concealed up to this day. The Ferrari Mythos inspiration behind its design was the Testarossa, which gives it a wedgie shape and a great air intake. It also comes as a mid-engine rear-wheel drive. It is impossible to find this car just commonly. It is only fitting for it to be found only in big car collections. But if you are very much eager to see one, you can always take a plane to Italy and witness the car's showcase. But the Sultan, who probably doesn't like to fly so often for the Mythos, just had two commissioned especially for him, one in red and the other in turquoise. Another concept car in the Sultan's collection is the BMW Nazca M12, which was first shown in 1991. BMW Company and Ital Design worked together for this, and a 26-year-old designer named Fabrizio Guerrero, son of Ital Design's founder, made his debut with this car. The Sultan appealed to have the car made for him, and this request of his birthed the Nazca C2. In that year, at the Tokyo Motor Show, it was disclosed that the car has a carbon fiber chassis and frame. And because of its glass frame and arch structure, its cabin offers a beautiful 360-degree landscape. In comparison to the original concept, which was the M12, the C2 weighs less, making a 220 pounds difference. And one factor of that is its carbon fiber. Remember the first car we talked about a few minutes ago? Well, guess what? That's not the only rare Ferrari in the Sultan's collection. He requested for not 1, not 2, and not 3, but 11 customized F40s. And there are a few of this number which were made public, meaning other people has owned the Sultan's rare cars. The buyer of the Sultan's F40s, which were yellow and gray, is John Collins. He is known to be a Ferrari dealer. The third F40, on the other hand, was owned by several owners before it landed in the possession of Senji Take in 1996. Before the Sultan sold his Ferraris, 10 of the 11 he possessed went through large-scale upgrades. The Sultan spent $400,000 to $700,000 each on 7 of these cars. He wanted to increase the torque from 426 pound-foot to 480 pound-foot, and he even had them fitted to a tiltable steering wheel. This price does not even include all the repainting and other configurations done for each car. So basically, each car's upgrade would cost about $1 million. Apart from the F40s, the Sultan has in his collection a very uncommon Ferrari, the FXX, which only 30 units produced all throughout the globe with a selling figure of $2.6 million, excluding the upgrade costs. The Sultan's FXX comes with a 1,306 horsepower and V12 hybrid engine. Those who purchased this particular car didn't get to own the Ferrari FXX until after a few years. The cars will be owned by Ferrari for a few years. In 2014, the car made its first appearance in Abu Dhabi. It became an addition to their Clear Test Driver program. This program allows Ferrari to own the car and have it test-driven in track and racing events. What's your favorite Ferrari? Let us know in the comments below. The Sultan's collection of rare cars doesn't end there. Impressive as it already is, but he even has Bugattis, probably about 100 of them. And since we don't have the luxury of time to talk about all of it, we will show you the finest Bugattis in his collection. One of his Bugattis clothed with Grigio Chiaro's exteriors, customized logos, plaques, and an elegant blue leather interior. One of the cars also holds a Neuro metal exterior and Nero H's leather interior. Oh, and did I mention we're talking about the EB110 model? But the most fascinating among his Bugattis is the SS13, having a custom-made interior and an exterior designs a multicolored finish. This model, the EB110, ranges from $1.5 to $2 million each. The price comes without the upgrades, configurations, and customizations. Can we call it a luxury car collection without a Rolls-Royce? Of course not. Luxurious as the Rolls-Royce may be, but it's pretty common inside the Sultan's garage with over 500 units of the said brand. The holder of the prime spot is the Phantom 6S. This model is seen to be used by British royal families. The Sultan, being the royal that he is, asked for 4 custom Phantom 6S, which he now calls the Cloud S. An upgraded version of the famous Silver Cloud, it's been modified and upgraded, making the look akin to the Silver Sarah. Lastly, he owns a Bentley Dominator. The Sultan had this produced and manufactured specially for him. 6 of the same model were produced in 1996, and this is all for him. A Bentley Dominator is valued at $4.6 million. He also has more than 100 BMWs and Jaguars all resting in his garage. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell for more updates. This is Luxury Life, the right place that will satisfy your luxury appetite. See you in our next video.